Welcome back to Cheddar Movers, everyone.
Well, it's that time of year when gym memberships spike and you can no longer find an open treadmill. People are making their New Year's resolutions. And for more on how you can successfully stick to those goals throughout 2020, we're joined by career strategist Elizabeth Koraca. Elizabeth, thanks so much for joining us. Biggest mistake people make when it comes to making a list of New Year's resolutions, what is it?
Biggest mistake, well, there are a few biggest mistakes, but number one is really not having a plan. So people will set these lofty goals and these resolutions, and then there's no plan. It's like, if you want to lose weight, which is one of our top New Year's resolutions, how are you going to do it? You want to make sure that you really set that plan, that you're keeping it simple. You want to make sure that you're going to succeed. So really keep it simple. You want to have that plan, and you also really want to make sure that you're scheduling it in your calendar.
So what are some examples of an action plan that people can really implement to hit those goals and strive?
Wheels are turning in my head right now.
Yeah?
I'm thinking, yeah.
All right. What's the plan look like?
Okay, this is what the plan looks like. So if you want to lose weight, you want to really get specific. If you want to lose 15 pounds, you really want to get super specific. So it's 15 pounds. So how are you going to do that? Are you going to start the keto diet? Are you going to be joining a gym? Are you going to be signing up for an app like MyFitnessPal that tracks your weight, your food, your exercise? So that is what a plan looks like. But even more importantly, is scheduling it. You need to schedule this in your calendar. What goes into the calendar is actually what gets done.
Okay, well, let's talk about some of these popular resolutions. Exercise more, lose weight, save money, quit smoking, be a better me. Let's talk about one, quit smoking, for example. What's a good way to really think about this as a resolution? You talked about putting this in your calendar, but what are some ways people can really keep themselves from smoking if they're addicted?
Well, look, there's many different things. You definitely want to first visit your doctor for that type of medical support, but you also want to surround yourself by people who are supporting you. If you're hanging out with all smokers, it's going to be very hard to quit. So you want to make sure you have a very strong support system, and don't assume people know what you need from them. Tell your loved ones, tell your colleagues, if you see me pulling out a cigarette, let me know. Look, you told me that this was your resolution. You told me that this is a goal, and you've asked me to mention something to you. So ask people for support and tell them what you need from them.
We were looking at some of the other most popular resolutions out there as well. Save money. Let's talk about the De Niro, the Cheddar, the Guapo, if you will. How can people actively start to put together a plan to start saving money in 2020?
Again, you're going to want to potentially even speak to a financial planner. And you want to ask yourself, what is the why behind it? What is the purpose? Am I tired of being in debt? Am I tired of not having money to be able to go out with my friends or go on some of these nice vacations that my friends go on? You want to think about, what is the why? What is the pain point? Because usually when we have a resolution, there's usually a little pain behind it. There's a behavior we want to change. There's something we're kind of sick and tired of either doing or not doing. So we want to always remember, what is my why? Because that is your motivator and that is your driver for achieving the resolution and the goal.
Right.
Can we talk about our resolutions?
Let's hit on our resolutions.
Okay.
Because, we need to put this into action right now.
Do we have a full screen of our resolutions, or do we just have to say them right now?
We have to say them? Okay.
So you go first.
I'll go
we
first.
have blowers for
All right. My resolution is to work out more and take more vacations.
How do we do it?
How?
Because I can share those resolutions with you.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm hearing from you is that these are priorities. So taking more vacations and getting to the gym more, these are priorities. So keep them as your priorities. Create a priority list. Make sure these are at the top and check in on them. Have them visible. Those who write out their goals, studies show, have a greater chance of achieving their goals. So write those goals out and have them visible. And ask yourself, like, so for vacation, if I don't take vacation, how does that make me feel? Am I tired, cranky? Do I start to burn out? Think about those pain points, because that will drive and motivate you to schedule and book the vacations.
Okay, my turn for some free advice here. My New Year's resolutions are to use my phone less and go to bed earlier. Those things I think tie kind of hand in hand. How do I do it?
They do. So when you get home and it's time to unwind, so you avoid that burnout, you want to leave your phone in different rooms. You don't need to have your phone beside you every moment of the day like many of us do. And you also want to create this plan. So write it down. Write it down in your goals that I want to use my phone less. Well, when do you want to use your phone less?
That's a good point. I mean,
always.
The phone
when I'm
is
not at work.
always next to me.
Yeah, always next to me too.
Yeah, that's an issue.
I'm actually getting a call right now.
Answer
Really?
it.
I'm not gonna. No
If
way.
it ain't Jesus calling.
No way.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We have the tools that we need to succeed going into the next year. Career strategist Elizabeth Koraca joining us from our LA studio. Thank you so much, and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.